Oh, hi guys, sorry. I just had to send away some notifications for you guys. Hello guys, how are you? Sagar is here. Form you dope go crazy want me to look at Form USD. My day has been very good. Guaudenchioji. Hi, how are you guys? I'm really good. We're going straight to. Okay, someone wanted me to farm USD. I hope everyone's good. I hope you've had a good weekend. I've had a very good weekend. So that's nice. Why the clash? What do you mean, why the clash? Okay, so we're starting out with Farm USD. We are taking a... It looks like the pair is now on its way down a little bit. If for me, why the clash? I don't understand what you're talking about. Why the clash? Oh, I guess it's gonna end it soon. So that's why we're going on. Okay, let's see. Weekly first. We have it. Buying his own, please, suggestion. Okay, let's see. We are right now on Farm USD. We are very close to the support that we're having on the daily. And we can see that we did actually, we're still in a downtrend, taking the low. We are in a downtrend on this pair. Obviously right now we are just moving sideways. We're in this box right here. So we have to know if the market will continue, respect this Fibonacci that I do have around 190. 190 and 184. You can see that we did come back up to this Fibonacci 1 time, 3 or 4 times we've been here, and that's on the daily chart. So that tells us very much that it's a this area right here is super strong. It's very hard for the market to break it, and you can see that we're now heading down. But we still have to think about that we are moving sideways right here. So in between 188 and 155, we just might see the market go sideways for a couple of I don't know, days. I don't know, but as long as we're inside of this range that we're in, this consolidation market, it's very easy to lose the money. But if we are looking on the overall picture, we are in a downtrend, so the market could definitely continue down from here. You can see that we did have an engulfing candle on the 4-hour chart, and then now we are just continuing down. So right now there's no point on selling the market, obviously, because we are right now, we just made the move. You came up to the Fibonacci around 9 o'clock in the morning here in Sweden. So for about that was 9 hours ago, around that area, around that time. So that's why we are, the thing that you can do is that you can wait for the market to come up again, if it's coming up again, and then you see it coming back down to the support. If the market comes to the support, this is where you have to be careful, because you will see the market coming up a little bit. Even if it's gonna break it, the market will definitely increase. Oh, is it too loud? Is it better, Tony? I always seems to have so much problem with the volume on the music. Is it better? Is it better? Oh, so okay, you're not telling me if it's better or not. So I just guess it's good now. Okay, so wait for the market to come back down to the support right here, and then you can see what's gonna happen. Okay, thank you, Sagar, for telling me that. I'm so sorry. Thank you for telling me. Okay, so we are looking at, so yeah, so on this pair right now, the move has already been, and so right now, even if the market comes back up to 185, and you'll see if the market comes back down to the support. And when it comes to the support, you have to see if it's going to break it or if it's going to hold. Thank you, Brett. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Sagar, for telling me that. Okay, so someone wanted me to Doge. Okay, let's see. Yeah, right. This is good. We can see this. So I was having some analysis on this pair for a couple of days ago. I think it was yesterday. So on the overall picture, we do have this we do have the support. So we're having a triangle. You can see that. Hello, everyone. How are you? So I was talking about on Dogecoin that we got three confirmations that the market will continue to the upside. The first confirmation is that we did actually break this downtrend that we are in right here. You can see that we did break the last lower high, and that is the second confirmation that we start to do higher lows, because this low is higher than the previous low. And the third confirmation is that I took a Fibonacci from the lowest point to the highest point. You can see the market came to that area, respected it, bounced off of that, and then it did continue to the upside. So right now, what I can see, even if it's going to take some time, but we are heading to the upside right now. At least that we got 3 confirmation with that. So that's the only thing I can use. And when it's on the daily chart, it's very respected. But obviously the market do a lot of things in between. It can come back down to Fibonacci level. So you can have 22.55 and 21.90 as a strong support, where you can see the market coming back to again. Or it can come back down to the trend line that we're having, and then you see the continuation. We can also take, if we're taking a Fibonacci right now on the 4-hour chart, from the lowest point at 2282 to the highest point 2412, we can already see that we did touch the Fibonacci, we did come up, but right now it seems like we're heading down a little bit more. So you can use that zone on the 4-hour chart, 2328, and see how it looks. Right now we do have a huge bearish candlestick that continues down, but it can just come back to the Fibonacci, and then you see the continuation to the upside. If we're going down to the lower time frames, we are just having this really ugly sideways market. So this is, I mean, you can just see it, but you can just see it. Hi Thomas. You can just see it. This is so hard to trade. It's really hard. If you want to do it, yeah, but you have to know where to have your TP and your stop loss. It's really important. I always talk to you about that, but it seems like we're coming back down to the Fibonacci. So right now you just have to wait and see how it's going to do it. If it continues down, you're having the Fibonacci that I took on the higher time frame, and you can see if we're coming back down to that part. If the market breaks the trend line, that is okay. It's not the trend line that that gives you the confirmation it will go up. You have different levels all the time, so you can use these levels. Even if it's breaking one, that's okay. I mean, the market just have to come back down a little bit more or go up a little bit more, as long as you're having the target so you know what to look for. So just because it's breaking the trend line, it's not gonna be like, oh no, the market's gonna go down forever. Relax, guys. Relax. It's okay. Someone. Nano USD. Have you been taking some trades during the week, guys? Can someone tell me that? Nano? No. Oh. Nano USDT. What's that? Hi Salvador, I'm very good. I'm very good. How are you? How are you? Have you had a lovely weekend? No problem, dope go crazy. That's a nice name. Okay, we're starting off with Nano USD. Was it USD? I think so. No, was it USDT? Why does it do this to me? Okay, we're starting off. We're starting over again, and we have already been here, and we can see what happened. We're just going down, and we can see that we are heading down to the Fibonacci. I took Fibonacci. I must have been, I don't know when, yesterday or something. I took it from the lowest point, around 4.1, to the highest point, 5.7. And right now we came back down. I had this previous lower high right here. We can see that the market actually came back down to the previous lower high, creating a new higher low. Also touched the 50% Fibonacci level, and you can see the market respected it, continued down. We're going down to the lower time frames just to see how it looks. So market broke, came back up again, retested the previous lower high. We could have taken the Fibonacci right here also, from the lowest point to the highest point. And what happened was that market came back down, it broke the Fibonacci, came back up again, gave you the second leg continuation. Oh my god, Wesley is here! Oh my god, Wesley! I'm so happy! You can see that you had the second touch right here. Perfect! It's so perfect, guys. Come on. What are you doing? Don't sleep on this. I mean, you have to know these things, guys. This was the thing that changed my whole life. It's changed everything. It's so good. Okay, so I'm sorry. So what can happen right now? So that was just what happened. So what we can wait for is that... Okay, let's see what happened. Did I take it away? Take that one away. We're going to the daily again. I just want to see... it looks like we're having a little downtrend right now. You can see that we do have some problems. We do have some problems breaking the high right here. So we just might come back down to the Fibonacci level 4.9, or again to the previous lower high around 5.1. So right now, I do believe we will continue back down to these levels, right? So don't start to buy this market yet. Because it looks like we are, we did create a higher low. We did have an engulfing candle on the weekly 2 weeks ago. So this engulfing candle is still valid. The market just has to pull back a little bit. So what you're seeing right here. What you are seeing right here, these bullish candlestick, this is the engulfing candle that was on the weekly. So market has to retrace a little bit. It retraced 50% off the weekly candlestick, and now it goes up. So right now the market just have to do its little pullback. And I do believe that you can look at these targets that I was talking about and then see continuation to the upside again. Hello, it's so many people in here. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to have you here. I hope you were at the end of this live stream, and I hope he gave you some good advice. He's a very, very experienced trader and he's very good. Okay, so let's see. OMG USD. OMG USD. Where's Mark? Smashed. Thank you so much, Wesley. Okay, so we're looking at OMG USD. We are starting off with the weekly. Remember, Does the stream look blurry to anyone else? Maybe it is my camera. Oh, and he's here. Oh yeah, oh, Andy told you to come here. Well, you came to the right place. You will not be disappointed. I swear to God. Okay, so we're looking at the weekly. It seems like we're going back down again a little bit. Yes, it's a little blur. Really, it is? What the hell, guys? Oh, maybe... Okay, I don't know how to fix that. Hello everyone. Okay, so we are looking at OMG. We're taking a Fibonacci from the lowest point to the highest point. Okay, no, Andy's here. I know. When I did the camera, I was like, yeah, it's not the camera. So, okay, we did have a bearish candlestick on the weekly last week. Seems like we're gonna continue back down because we did create a lower high. We never broke the previous higher high. Going down further to see where actually we did break the uptrend. We broke the uptrend when we broke this low right here. If you know market structure, market comes back down, comes back up, retest the previous higher low, becomes a new lower high, continuation to the downside. But what we have to wait for right now is to see how we are gonna break this zone right here. It looks like we're gonna continue back down a little bit. The market doesn't look that beautiful. We're having very tight candlestick to each other. We can also go down to the 1 hour chart using this support, because you'll always have different supports at different time frames, obviously, and you just break everything down and see where are we right now. Because if you're just gonna wait for the market to come to this area, you can miss a lot of potential sell or buy opportunities. Or adjust your Okay, sorry, I was just reading about, I hope you can see my screen. I mean, I don't know how to do it, otherwise I have not changed anything on this. So right now it looks like we're continuing down on OMG. We do break the support right here on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. So what we can do right now is to see, you can see that we're heading up again. So if you see the market coming up, gives you a second leg, closes below the first leg, I have my buy opportunity at that leg. I can have my TP around 13.3, because that is also the huge support that we're having. Well, not super huge, but it's the support that we're having right here. Also a previous resistance, also a support. We had a fake out. So yeah, so that's what I see right now. So OMG is going down. So don't try to sell the market, buy the market right now. Okay, so someone wanted me to look at Algo. Yes, of course. Is it Algo USDT or USD? You have to, guys, you have to give me the whole pair. I can't read your mind. So until you write what I'm gonna look at, I'm gonna look at LTC USDT. And once again, we're starting off with the weekly, so we can have a perfect analyze on this, so we know exactly what's happening on the overall picture. Then we're just breaking everything down to the smaller time frames. We are taking a Fibonacci from the lowest point around 618 to the highest point 231. We're going down to the daily, and we can see that we did come back down to the Fibonacci, and this is how it looks. So the market breaks it, can come up again, creates its second leg continuation. Now we're looking at the daily chart, right? We are in an uptrend, but right now the market just might come back down to create a pullback, and then you see the continuation, because this support, or this 50 and 61%, is very likely for the market to come back down again. If it's not doing that, we are taking a Fibonacci on the 4-hour chart from 168 to 191 or 190, and you can see that we're having the 61% with the 50% level on from the weekly Fibonacci. So 176 is a very good area for the market to come back down to be drawn to. So you just might see the market now pull back to this level, and then you see the market come up. So look at 176 and see what the market is doing, because it looks like we're heading down a little bit now. And it seems like we're doing that on all of the pairs, most of them. Market needs to do its pullback, or it can even come back down to 162. So around that area is very good for you to look at and see what's going to happen. 1 USDT. Okay, we are, oh, look at this, guys. We have been here. Wow. Can you see how perfect this is? So yesterday I was talking about, it must have been yesterday because it's the 16th. Yeah. So we did have the market coming back down to the support that I was talking about. And you can see that we did have this double bottom right here. You had the second leg, and it did actually close just beside the previous leg. So that is also a valid buy opportunity, as long as it's not below the first leg that we're having. So if we're just breaking everything down right now to, let's see, have to look at the higher time frames anyway. I want to take a Fibonacci on the daily chart. Yeah, so we came back down to the Fibonacci. It can come back down again, or it just looks like we are, because you do have a double bottom right here. You do have the neckline. Seems like we're coming back to it, but it doesn't have to be that we are respecting it. We are taking because we're having a very strong candlestick right now that goes down, so it can just break it, but the market can come back. We're taking a Fibonacci from the 4-hour chart from 21,539 to the high 23022. So you just might see the market pulling back down to 113, and then you just might see exactly what we saw right here. You have the first leg, you have the second leg. The second leg is closing just beside the first leg, or it's closing above the first leg. And you're seeing, just by looking at this, you have the reversal pattern, you have dojis, you have an engulfing candle. So that tells you, hey, Wesley, don't sell the market right now. You're buying the market, okay? Just wanted to say thanks for last time with Phantom. It played out exactly as you said. Oh, really? It did. I'm so happy, Roland. I'm so happy. Highlights saying you might be right. So let's see. So yeah, exactly. Oh, guys, you're lovely. I'm so happy. It's a lot of people right here. Luna USD. And I want to thank Andy for telling you guys to come here. Okay, thank you, AC. I'm very happy that you understand what I'm talking about. I'm always trying to make it simple for you, because I want to have it simple, because I remember in the beginning when I started trading, I swear to God, it's very hard. So you need to it's hard to understand. So I'm really trying to break everything down to you as good as I can. And yeah, if you want to understand more about Fibonacci, Wesley just put up a link to a video that I did where I did explain how I use it. So please go into that one because it's very, very helpful, and I think a lot of people actually had a very good. They do understand it very good, and some of you guys have been telling me that it's actually been better since you started using the Fibonacci after you saw the video that I was talking about. So please go into that link. And thank you, Wesley. Okay, so we're going into Luna USDT. We are at the support right here too. On the daily, we have one spike, two spike, we have a little spike, we have a lot of spikes that. When spikes, I'm telling you, that is the wicks that we're having on the daily. We are just moving sideways right now, so it looks like we are deciding if we're gonna hold the support right now or if it's gonna break it. Looking at the 1 hour chart, we do have huge bearish candlestick right here, but we do have to have in mind that if the market comes back down to 36 or 35, we have to see if it's going to hold it or if it's going to break it. We're taking this trend line away because we don't want to have too many things on the chart, because that's going to just mess up your mind and you don't know what you're looking for. Just by taking these things away from the chart, you can see how much easier it is to look at Luna USDT. So for right now, even on the 4 hour chart, we do have a lot of wicks to the downside. I want to see how it looks on the 30-minute chart. We're starting to have some wicks here too on the 30 minutes. If we're taking a Fibonacci level from 3.6 to 3.7, we can see that we are right now at the Fibonacci level on the 30 minutes chart. Fibonacci level, I'm sorry. Market can come back down a little bit more, come up, and then it gives you the second leg right here. Or the market will come back down to the support that we're having, fake out, comes back inside of the support again, continuation to the upside. So these are some scenarios that I want you to think about right now, because the market, when you're having a huge support around here and you can see the market coming back down, looks like we're going to retest that again. If it's coming back down and you are seeing the market breaking it, a good retest against it, you're selling the market, or I would sell the market. A fake out looks like this. This is a fake out when the market have a huge bearish candlestick to the upside. The candle after continues back into where the market was before. So this is a fake out. You also have this is a fake out right here. You can see that we didn't have the support. Fake out, comes back inside of the support again, retest it, continues up. Even if it's not continuing up so much, but if you sold the market, you would probably have your stop loss above this previous high. Market comes up, take your out and stop loss, continues back down. So it's very important for you guys to understand how the market is moving against these levels, and it looks like we're continuing down right now. You should sell t-shirts. Natalie saying I love my fibs. I should. That would be a good idea. Okay, let's see, what can I look at? QKC against, what is it against? Your channel is very worth of subscribing. Thank you so much. I'm very happy to hear that. Thank you. I just want to thank my mom for being here to watch you. I want to thank your mother too. Thank you. Please, QKC. Okay, but against what other USDT? Okay. I don't have that. It's against USD. I bet it's gonna look the same. So whoa, what? Okay, this is confusing. Okay, we'll try. I think it's when you're going to the lower time frame, this is very messy, but we can try. We're taking Fibonacci from low to the high on the daily chart. We did break this consolidations that we did have for a long time to the upside. So this could just be the breakout retest that we're having, and we're combining that with the Fibonacci level right now. Having in mind that we do have huge momentum to the upside. You had the first high, you have the lower high on the daily. But we are right now at the 50% area right here. So what just might happen, or what I think you should look for, is to see if the market now comes back up and retest the 50% one more time, and then you're seeing the continuation. But this is so messy. I mean, the market is just actually moving sideways like this. So if we're seeing the market, because right now you are in a downtrend right here, you are in a downtrend. So if you want to see the market having a uptrend, it has to break this previous, and I'm taking this previous lower high because it looks the best. So you just might see the market doing this. Or you just might see the market continuing down to the 61%. Either it breaks it to the upside, or you'll see the market breaking it, retest, continue down. It doesn't look like that. But look what's happening around the Fibonacci level, and you take it from the highest point, from the lowest point on the daily to the highest point, and then you just might look at when the market is breaking the downtrend to the uptrend. But it seems like we're going back down a little bit more. ICP, USDT. Okay, so we have been here before too. I'm still gonna have thank you so much, Wesley. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm still gonna have Queen JD. I'm so happy that you are here. Thank you. I'm still gonna on ICP USDT. I'm still gonna have this Fibonacci that I took from the low 40 to the high, and that is 44. Because it seems like we're coming back down here again. We can see the market. I do believe I took it. I don't remember, but the market came back down and it retested it one time. You could also have bought the market at that point, because you can see that you don't have to wait all the time for the 4 hour to give you the second leg, as long as you can see that the market is starting to react to it. So this could be when the market comes back down like this. I'm taking this one away. When you're seeing the market coming down like this and you see the market continues up, you can take a new Fibonacci level, but you're taking it from the lower time frames, from the low to the high, depending on how it looks. You can take it from either from 41 or the 42, and you can see we're taking this one away so it doesn't leak. You can see how the market came back up and down and retested the Fibonacci, continues up. But right now what we have to do, we can even start to see, okay, we're taking a Fibonacci from the 4 hour chart, 42 to the high, and that is 46, and we can see, can you see how it perfectly just stopped at the 61%? Like, why is the market always doing that? It always respects these levels. Not always, but most of the time. But we do have the downtrend right now. We do have the pullback, so the market definitely have to break this previous lower high that we do have. Break it to the upside, comes back down, creates its second leg. or if you're going down to the lower time frames, you do have the lower high right here too. So this could be just be the last low that you're having before the market creates the second leg, as long as it's closing below the first one, above the first one. Okay, I want to look at Bitcoin, even if no one actually asked about it, but I want to do that. And this is how it looks like we're going back down too. Right now we are in a little range right now. Market's going sideways. So this is we're just going sideways right now. So I don't know if you were looking at my video that I actually did put up like 30 minutes before I actually went live, but I talked about 59,000. We just might see the market coming back down to the support again, and then we're seeing this continuation. I also have on the daily looking at these targets, because if we are seeing the market now starts to continue back down, because if we're going to the weekly chart, I do have this horizontal line against this wick right here that we had on 5th of April. That was a weekly wick that we did have, because we can see the market reacting to it. You can see the market came to that area, and then after that it came back down. So it doesn't have the power to break 61,500 just yet. So the market just might have to come back down to find its power to start to continue to the upside one more time. If we're going to the higher time frames, we can take a Fibonacci from the 8-hour chart. We're taking it from 57,400 to 61,800, and you can see that Fibonacci level is just where this previous high is that we did have on the 9th of May. Can you see how perfect this is? I mean, sometimes I can't even understand myself. It just, everything's so perfect sometimes. It's really, really important for you guys to start to understand market structure. I do believe we will come back down a little bit more, and I'm basing that off the weekly and on the daily candle looking like this. We're having this wick. Usually, I always tell you that usually the market always feel the wick that it's having, but it could also be, if you're taking a Fibonacci level from low to the high, it can also be that we're respecting Fibonacci around 60,700 and 600. But I do believe we will continue back down. I want to see how it looks on the lower time frames on Bitcoin. And we can just copy and paste this. Oh shit. We can just copy and paste the Fibonacci from the higher time frame to the lower time frame. We can also see on the lower time frames that we do have lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Wow, no, I'm so sorry. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower. Yeah, you get it. Okay, so right now we are retesting the previous lower high on the lower time frames. So we just might see the market coming back down a little bit more. We can take this Fibonacci away so it looks better on the chart. So yeah, that's what I see. For me, this could be a good sell opportunity right now too. Going down to the 5-minute chart. If the 5-minute chart is candlestick is respecting the market, the trend line, the support right here, you'll have it kind of a doji. The market just might continue back down a little bit more. So I do believe we will continue back down. I don't believe we're going up yet. I do believe we will come back now to 59,000. If the market will break 59,000, we're starting to look at other areas where the market can come to. But just let us focus right now on the first target. We have to be where the market is, and after that we are taking action. Yeah, we do have this head and shoulder right here, and we have the neckline. We did break the neckline on Ethereum, so we just might see the market coming up and retesting it one more time, and then you see the continuation. If you're using, so we need to find where the market can come back down to, right? We always have to see where the targets can be so we understand what's happening. We're starting off with taking this Fibonacci from the lowest point around 3631 to the highest point, and that is 3967. And we can see that we are right now inside the Fibonacci level 60 and 51%. 50 and 61, I'm sorry. But we have to have in mind that we do have this huge bearish candlestick right now. So we going down to the lower time frames, going back to the 4-hour chart. We can see that we do have this previous resistance right here. Market can come back down to that area and retest it. So if the market, yeah, you can even see on the 8-hour chart, we do have this huge engulfing. You had 2 engulfing candles right here. So you had this yesterday. You had an engulfing candle, another engulfing candle. We are right now at the support right here. Just one second. I have to see on. We need to have it more clear. Okay, so this is a support that we're having on the 8-hour chart. So now we're going back down to the lower time frames, and it looks like we can retest that support. So it becomes a resistance, and then you're seeing the continuation to the downside. So on every pair, I do believe that we will continue back down a little bit because right now the pullback is happening. How far? I don't know. That's why we have to use these levels so we understand what's happening. If it comes back down to the support right here on Ethereum, you just might see the market start to respect it, and then the pullback is over and we're starting to buy the market one more. Custom time frames are not available on free version. No, I don't think so. No, you have to buy. You can buy. I think it's the lowest package you can buy on TradingView, and I have it. It's like $14 or something every month, and it's very good because you can also use this replay button right here, so you can back test it if you want to and just see how it works. And you can also use, because as you can see, I always use two time frames. I always have my higher time frame on the left side and I have my lower time frames on the right side, just so I can, it's easier for me to look at the charts like that. Otherwise, it's too many things on the charts. Okay, so what do we want to see? 1 USDT. I hope I didn't use it. It's Harmony. Guys, can you tell me where you're from in the world? I mean, I'm from Sweden. Is there anyone from Sweden here? I know it's a lot of guys that's from America that's looking at these, but where are you from? Argentina, I know someone's from. I know Mexico, Holland, Amsterdam, Wesley, UK, Australia, Romania, Vancouver, Canada, Manchester, UK. Yeah, the flags, I don't know all the flags, but okay, I guess you're from Holland, Mark. America, India. Just show your flags, I just told you. I was like, yeah, okay. Texas, New York, USA. I'm from Bolivia, South America, North Carolina, Spain. I'm from Portugal, living in Germany, India, Portugal, Thailand, Viva Mexico, Minnesota, Vietnam. It's India. Yeah, it's so funny to have so many people from all over the world. Romania. Please do not ask us to show our flags. I'm not the one asking, it's Mark. Okay, I'm gonna look at, okay, we're gonna start with Harmony. Someone wanted me to look at that, and we can see that we are Crypto uniting people. Yeah, it is. We're starting off with weekly. I obviously already have been looking at this point, this pair before, and we can see that I took it from the lowest point, and I think I had to do it like yesterday or something. It looks like that, or maybe I did it today. I don't know. Oh, Philippines is here too. Hi. Okay, so we're taking the from the lowest point to the highest point on Harmony. What we want to see if the market is coming back down to retest either the previous lower high that we have on the 4 hour. Look at this. So we were having a sideways market, but we didn't have a continuation of the lower high, lower high, lower high. Market broke lower high, created a higher high. So usually what happens when the market is breaking a trend, so we had a downtrend, market broke the downtrend, creates a uptrend, but the market usually come back down and retest the previous lower high that we did have. We're taking a Fibonacci level, so if you're seeing the market breaking the lower high, it's okay. Market can do that, come back down a little bit more, comes back up again, retest the Fibonacci that we're having, and then you see on the second touch right here, I'll have a buy opportunity because I can see it does respect the Fibonacci level. So that's what I think you should look for right now. Hi from West Australia. So that's what I see on Harmony. UMB USD. UMB USDT, I think, yeah. Okay, I don't have so much data on this pair. Maybe some. See if it's better on someone else. Oh yeah, okay. So this is so much better. Umbrella. Okay, starting off with the weekly as usual. Taking the Fibonacci from lowest point to the highest point on the weekly. We can see that we do have a sideways market right here. We never had the power to break this last high. Okay, so this is so perfect, guys, even if it's on the daily. So this is what I mean when the market fakes you out and then it continues back down. Market came back down, gave you a small fake out, came back down again. That was the second leg for a sell opportunity. A market does that all the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the times. So it gives you the fake out. People are starting to buy the market right here because they're like Wesley. They think they're gonna buy at the highest point, but you're not supposed to do that. You have to wait for the market, okay, Wesley? Market comes up to the resistance one more time, but now we can see that it doesn't have the power to break it. So this was actually and it retested the previous resistance one more time, created a second leg, a sell opportunity right here. But what we can do for this pair right now is obviously going to the 4 hour, have to see how it looks. We are still creating, we still have a downtrend. What can happen is that the market comes back up one more time to this previous lower low that we did have around 50.92. You just might see this happen. We can also take a Fibonacci on the 4 hour chart from 5330 to the low, and that is 4820. You can see that the market on the Fibonacci level 15-60% combined with the previous lower high that we did have. So it looks kind of perfect. Because right now the market is way down, too much, it's too far away from us to start to sell the market right now. So you just might see the market coming up to the Fibonacci level one more time, giving you the second leg and then continuation to the downside. And at this point too, you have to have in mind that this is a strong support because we have You have the previous resistance turning into support, support, support almost. So you have the market been here for a couple of times before, and the market only had one time it actually broke it. So you just might see the market coming back down again, retest to the upside, or if it's actually breaking it, retest to the downside, continuation down. So that's something that you have to have in mind. So that's why it's really important, guys, that you're looking at the higher time frame. Even if you're not trading on the higher time frames, use higher time frame zone so you understand where the market is right now. Because if you're seeing a uptrend on the 15 minutes coming to a resistance on the daily, the market will go down. I promise you that. Gala. I guess it's USDT. Have you Okay, so let's see what happened here. We have been here before, and we're starting off with the weekly just to see what I thought about. We had the high right here. The market never broke. So going back in time, we can see that I talked to you about, guys, we did have this support, and we did have this Fibonacci level from the lowest point to the highest point right here. Okay, so we could see that the market came to the 50%, and it did actually respect it a couple of times. But if we're going to the higher time frames, we could see that we did, let's see, yeah, exactly. So it doesn't have to be that all the time the market is actually respecting the trend line. We have to have in mind right here that we did have trouble breaking this high. So for the market, and the market did have huge bearish candlestick on the daily to the downside. So for the market actually, yeah, we can see it like this. We're having a uptrend. We did have a uptrend right here. Market broke the uptrend when it broke this higher low. We came back down to the support, taking these away because right now there's too many things on the chart. Taking that one away also. Taking that one. And this is a good thing because the market, I told you guys obviously that if the market breaks this area around 10,232, if the market broke it, came back down, retested it, continuation to the upside, you're buying the market. It actually happened right here, but we can go back and go to the lower time frames just to see what actually happened. Okay, so this was the fake out that we did have. So market broke this resistance right here. When the market came back down, you're having huge volatility to the downside. So this was not a valid resistance. And why? Because you had too much power. You saw the market actually breaking it. So that's why it's really important, guys, that when you're looking at these levels, you have to see how the market is reacting to them. You can see the market broke it, came back up and retested it as a new resistance. Market goes down. It also gave you the second leg right here, close below. Do you understand what I'm talking about, guys? Broke it, came back up, retested it, you had a doji. So this could be a evening star. Market continued to the downside. But what can happen right now is obviously what we want to know, right? So we are starting off, let's see. Okay, we're taking everything away. We're just starting off again. We're having the support on the daily, where the market can come back down to right now. We're still maintaining lower highs right here. We're still in a downtrend. Even if we're seeing the market right now making a low, higher low, higher low, and right now we are just beside the previous higher low right here. So we are having a support. And what it looks like right now that we can actually break the support. You're having a huge bearish candlestick, so this could happen right now. And I can have my target around 7659. And Matic was requested in Andy's stream several times, that's why. What do you mean? Do you mean I should look at Matic? Did I? So yeah, so this is what I see on Gala USDT, because we're having too many bearish candlesticks right now. So it doesn't look like this support will hold. But if it does, we just have to change our mindset to a uptrend and not a downtrend. Okay, so we're looking at Matic USDT because that was obviously requested. So I'm gonna take that with you guys right now. Okay, we're starting off with the weekly again. We're having huge momentum to the upside. Market goes back down, taking this one away. I'm still gonna have the Fibonacci, but I can move it up to 1.593. Taking this one away too. Oh. So right now on Matic, it looks like we're going down on every pair right now. So you did have the support, we broke the support, and right now we are retesting it as a new resistance. We're taking a Fibonacci from the high to the low, depending if it's 31 minutes left. So this is not a valid Fibonacci yet. I have to have a bullish candlestick so I can see where to put my Fibonacci to. But looking at this, what's happening right now, looks like we're coming back up, retesting the support that we just broke. And you'll have a Fibonacci that I took from the higher time frame, so you just might see the market coming back down to 1.382 or between that number and 1.423. And that's the Fibonacci level 50 and 61%. So if you're seeing the market come back up, retested, continuation to the downside, I could have my profits around that area, the Fibonacci levels. And then if I'm seeing, and if I then start to see the market slowly start to break to the upside, we will have a double bottom or a double bottom, and at those bottoms you need to have confirmations, candlestick patterns that tells you, Wesley, we're on our way up. Okay? Someone wanted me to look at SHIB USDT. Oh. Okay, so we're looking, it was a long time I was looking at this pair, obviously, but we can see what happened after I did actually talk about it. So I will set the V pattern and buy at the top. Perfect, Wesley, you just do everything that I'm not telling you to do. Okay, so we did have at that point when we were looking at this pair the last time, I guess this didn't happen, but you could have taken profit off of this because the market broke. I took the Fibonacci from the lowest point right here to the highest point. Market came back down, gave us two touches. If we're going down to the lower time frames, we can actually see that that was actually what happened. So you saw the market coming to this area. You had an ugly consolidation market right here. Market broke up, came back down. It never broke the previous low that we did have. Obviously, it was a huge candlestick, but if you had a buy limit order, you would have got activated at the 50%. So you could have taken your profit. You could have been taking profits right here. After that, we saw the market continue back down, so this was not so valid, and I did have a new So this is, I'm always gonna say, this is why I'm telling you guys, it's really important that you're using time frames. You're using different zones. So we did have a support right here. I'm always gonna tell you, I do the same thing over and over again. The market does the same thing over and over again. I'm not gonna give you new material every time because this is how I see the market. Can you see you did have a support right here? The market, you did have a support right here too. Market decided to break that support. Looking at the 1 hour chart, market broke, came back up, retested the support as a new resistance. Market came back down to the previous support, broke it, and now it has been retesting it for a couple of times. So right now we are below that that support. So if we're looking at the 4 hour chart, it looks more, it looks better. I just want, yeah, I can take it like that. Oh no, I'm starting again. So, but this is, so the next zone that we're having, we can take from this support right here around 21.46. Market moved from zone to zone. Can you see the market broke? Market broke this zone, came back down to the other support, came back up again to the previous support, broke it, comes back out to the support that we're at right now. Okay, so where can it go? It can either go back up to this support before it's breaking it and continues up, or it will come back down to the support at 21.57. Market always works between these, and obviously the market gives you new support resistance zones all the time, so you just have to follow the market all the time, because you cannot have the same zones all the time, because the market will have new levels that it will respect more. But these are the only ones that we can use right now, so that's why I'm taking these levels, and you can see how perfect the market does this. Don't have trillions of support and resistance zones. I'm telling you, you will confuse yourself so much. If you're looking at my previous video that I put up today, I was talking about that. But what we can do right now, we can see if the market will hold. We can take a Fibonacci level. We can take the Fibonacci from the high to the low. We have already been here, and we did touch it one time. The market can come back up again and retest the Fibonacci and the support again before it continues to the downside, and that will be around 25.69 and 25.82, so around that area. So that's what I see on this pair. Hi Natalie, could you please check win? Win? I guess it's USDT. We're looking at Win USDT, and we're having huge movement to the downside right now, looking at the 1 hour chart, but we obviously starting with the higher time frames, and we did have this double bottom right here on the daily, but that was a long time ago, taking Fibonacci from the low to the high, going down to the daily, and you can see how the market gave you the second leg. So market came back down, came back up, retested 50, continuation. So this was the second leg if we're looking at the higher time frame. But we obviously are looking at the lower time frames, because if you're always looking at the daily and the weekly, we will never ever be able to find our trades. But these are levels that are very good using when we are trading. So what we can do right now, we're looking at the 4 hour chart. We can see that we did have huge momentum right now to the upside during the day. We can take a Fibonacci from the lowest point at 5590 to the highest point right now, 71.71. If we're seeing the market coming back down to 61.86, and we are starting as one more time starting to see movements, maybe a consolidation for a while, but as long as we're seeing the market respecting these levels, we're still in a uptrend, so we're trying to find opportunities to buy the market. And if you're looking at the 61% on the Fibonacci, you can see that it also almost combined with the previous resistance that we did break. So the market can break it a little bit more, and then you're seeing the continuation. But these are the levels that I'm thinking about that you can look at if you start to see if you want to go long on WinUSDT. But it's too risky right now because we're having a very volatile bearish candlestick, and we did have huge movement to the upside. So right now you just have to have the patience to wait. If you want to, you do whatever you want to do, but that is my advice to you. XYO USD. We're taking Fibonacci from the daily right now. It looks better. If you're looking at the weekly, we only have wicks. So sometimes you just have to find a time frame that looks clean for you to be able to find good zones. So that's why sometimes the weekly doesn't work. No problem. Sometimes the weekly doesn't work. The daily works better. Or if it's very ugly on the daily, the week looks better. So that's why you always have to jump in between. That's what I do to find the market as clear as possible. If we're going down to the 4-hour chart, it does look like we're having it looks like we're having some troubles breaking. You can see right now, okay, so we're having the wicks right here. So that tells us, okay, the market doesn't want to continue up. So this could just be the fake out. Remember how fake outs looks like? It looks like we're coming up. Market breaks to the downside one more time. Retest it as a resistance. Continuation to the downside. So this is actually what can happen right now on XYO network. And if you're seeing the market coming back down to Fibonacci levels again, 29.48, then you just might see the market having the final of the pullback, and then you're having your double bottom right there, and then you see the continuation to the upside. We did break this downtrend going. Looking at the daily, you can also see that where the Fibonacci is also where the last lower high or high was. So it came back down, retested it, so it could definitely come back down to that area one more time to create the double bottom. So this could be the first leg, comes back down again, creates the second leg, and then continuation to the upside. Natalie, please do not miss SIL USDT. Of course not. SIL USDT. No problem, guys. Okay, so SIL USDT. I don't think I've ever looked at this pair before, but that is okay. No problems. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. It's getting late here in Sweden. Taking the Fibonacci from lowest point to the highest point on the weekly, because I think that looks so much better right now. Can you see? This is what I'm talking about. So it's a huge difference between looking at the daily right now and the weekly. Weekly looks very good. Looking at the daily, it looks very choppy, so you don't know where to put your Fibonacci level. So that's why that is why you need a clean chart. And right now we are at the Fibonacci level. We did have the downtrend on the daily. Market broke the downtrend when the market broke this the last lower high right here. break, comes back down, retest it, and then it also retested inside of the Fibonacci. So we can take a new Fibonacci from the lowest point right now on the daily, from 74.98 to the highest point at 10.312. No problem, Mark, no problem. So this is valid right now. So you just might see the market, it looks, on every period it looks like we're going down a little bit. But if we're coming back down to the Fibonacci levels, that is okay. But that is on the daily, so we're going down to the 4-hour chart to see what's happening at that area. And we did have a uptrend, but right now we did have some trouble. We did have a little fake out right here to the upside. So, and after that the market broke it, came back up and retested it. You could have seen that on the lower time frames. Market comes back down. So what we have to do right now is to see that on the 4-hour chart, if we are going to break the support right here, come back down to the Fibonacci, you see the continuation to the upside, or if it's going to respect the support, continue to the upside. So these are the first two levels that I'm having to see if the market will continue up. If it's breaking Fibonacci level, I'll take these one away right now. I don't use cup and handle, but it could definitely be that. So this is the cup. Maybe, baby. So yeah, let the market come back down right now. It looks like we're having a pullback, but targets for the market to come back down to is 8909 or 9220. So in between these areas, the market could definitely continue down before breaking to the upside. So I'll use DT. Maybe we... Okay, so this never happened. Starting off with the daily just to see how it looks. So yesterday we did have a... What was it? So yesterday we did create the higher high. The higher high is valid when you're having... Okay, so you have this bullish candlestick and then you're having a bearish candlestick. So this creates the higher high. If we are continuing to the upside, you just might have your high at this point. You have to have an opposite candle so you can see that it's actually, okay, this is the higher high that we're having. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so the overall picture, we did have this downtrend right here. We did have the downtrend. Market broke the downtrend when the market broke 153.31, around that area. So what the market can do right now, because it did create its higher high, it just might come back down to create its higher low against the previous lower high that we did break. Remember, market usually comes back down and retests what it did break, creates a support to a new resistance or a resistance to a new support. We did break. Let's see, we did have a uptrend. You have the higher high, higher low, higher high, broke. Right now we are breaking the lower higher low, so we just might retest it. Oh, this was the previous lower high, higher low, I'm sorry. So the market could either come back up to, and we all have already retesting it, but on the lower time frames. But these are the levels that you can use to see if the market comes back up again and retest it. Comes back down to the previous lower high that we did break. So right now everything just seems like it's going down. You can also, if you're looking at the 15 minutes chart, we can also use a Fibonacci from the highest point to the lowest point. And if I see the market coming up to Fibonacci level 61 and 50%, and I see that we're having dojis, it's just a good sell opportunity for me. Bye bye, Mark. Have a good evening, you too. I want to see how it looks on Bitcoin. I just have to see. Just 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. I actually sold the market on Bitcoin because I saw the market. I was in a buy yesterday, and then I was outside clubbing, so I closed my trade in profit, and I think I was, and when I woke up in the morning, I did put a sell, and I'm right now at the entry. So my entry is around here, and it looks like we're going down. So I just might be in profit, or I'm right at the entry, but it looks like we're heading back down again. Okay, someone wanted me to look at X. Okay, Wesley wants me to look at XTZ. Are you in drawdown or what's happening? Do you want me to be honest or you want me to lie? Okay, looking at the higher time frames. We are right now at the support or at around the Fibonacci level. So I did have this resistance right here. The market hasn't been there, so this is not valid. We're not buying the market at all because it never broke these. That's why you're having these levels right now. Oh, you're so nice, Wesley. Okay, you're taking what everyone else is wishing, so that's good. Okay, so right now we are at the support at this previous support. We took a Fibonacci level from the lowest point on the daily to the highest point, and we are right now in the Fibonacci level. As you can see, looks like we are continuing down. If we're breaking this support right here in Fibonacci level, you just might see the continuation even further down. If we're looking at the weekly, we do have the previous. Okay, I'm taking everything away right now. So looking at the weekly, last week we did have a huge bearish candlestick right now. So if we're taking Fibonacci from the lowest point to the highest point on the weekly, this is just where the market can come back down to. It looks like that, because we're having this ugly downtrend right now, looking like this. So I do believe we will continue back down a little bit more. Looks like every pair is bearish right now, so we are having the pullback. So wait to see right now if the market's actually gonna break it to the downside, retest it, and then comes back up. And the target can be around 5.5 or 4.8, because if you're seeing huge movement to the downside, it could definitely come back down here, and that is just a pullback, so the market will not crash. This is just how the market does. So we did have the higher high. We just might come back down now and create the higher low. So I only see shorts right now on XTZ. But that is if the market breaks the support right here. FTM. FTM USDT. Okay, so FTM is bearish compared to the other pairs right now. Okay, we're taking everything away. It looks so messy. Okay, we're having huge movement right now to the upside. It doesn't look like the market will stop doing that. Okay, but looking at the daily, we do have this resistance right here at 2.3, and we are heading to that area right now. So you'll have a doji soon that, okay, we just opened up a new candle like 1 hour ago, but you can see that the market has trouble breaking this resistance. And we had the higher high, higher low, higher high. As long as the market is not breaking this higher low, we can take a Fibonacci right now from 2.21 to 2.3, and you just might see the market coming back down to Fibonacci level 2.2 or around 2.2, and then you see rejection, continuation to the upside. But because we are right now at the resistance at the daily, the market can actually come back down even more. So we just might take a, let's see how it looks on the 2-hour chart. We're still having only, okay, so this looks better. So we can take a Fibonacci from this low right here, because it's very tight if I'm having a Fibonacci right here when the market has just been at the previous resistance that we're having. So we just might retest it, come back down. You can also use this support right here to see if the market comes back down to 2.21, and then you see the continuation. Looking at the lower time frames, you also, if the market closes like this in 6 minutes, you'll have a an evening star at the support, a previous resistance, I'm sorry. Okay, so you just might see the market coming back down, come up, back up again, and then you see continuation to the downside. So right now, just wait for the market to see if the market will pull back down to these levels that I was talking about. It can also come back down to these previous resistance that we're having, because you can see that we have been here for 1 time, 2 times. We had a wick, you had another resistance. So the market can come back down to this area too. So don't stress anything. Look at these levels, see if it's breaking the level, or does it seem like it's actually respecting the levels. Oh, thank you, Paul, so much. Thank you. I'm happy that you understand what I'm talking about. I found, sorry for spamming. Martin Lauder. It's okay. And okay, so this was FTM, and he told me that dot, I think we've already been looking at that. Someone wanted me to look at comp USD, comp USDT, no, USD, I'm sorry. Okay, so we're looking at Binance, and we can see that we are also in a little downtrend right now. Oh, this is the pair that's so choppy. Oh my god. Really, guys? Okay, it looks better on the 4-hour chart, but on the daily, okay, we're having this support right here. Going back in time, you can see that you had a wick, so this looks not good. Going to the 4-hour chart, look and see how the market, because you're having huge momentum right now also to the downside. You're having huge bearish candlestick. So let's see, look at what the market is doing against the support that I just wrote. So around 296, around that area. See how the market reacts to it, if it's holding or if it's actually breaking the level. Looking at the 4-hour chart, we're in a downtrend right here. Okay, it looks like we broke the downtrend. Sorry, I missed most of your show, but I saw. Oh no, it's okay. Hello, Pamela. Hope you're good. Okay, so we did have a small uptrend on the 2-hour chart, but we did break it when we broke this previous low right here. We created this higher low, made a higher high, came back down to the low again, made a lower high, broke. So this is where we broke the uptrend. So right now you just might see the market coming up to the previous support one more time, and then you see the continuation down to the support, and this is the area where you should see, will the market hold the support or will it break the support? But we are definitely in a little downtrend right now, so I'm not looking for anything more than a sell opportunity, and that's what I recommend for you also to do. HBR. HBR USDT. Natalie, will you be doing Christmas special show? Maybe Santa can come on the show. He lives near you. Santa, well, it's pretty cold here, so he could definitely be here. I haven't seen him, but he's maybe hiding above the trees or something. I don't know. But I could definitely have a Christmas hat on me when I'm doing my live stream. Joking. I'm never gonna do that. Okay, so we're taking everything away from this pair because it will look so ugly after I've been analyzing it before. We're starting off looking at how it looks. So we did have the higher high right here. We broke it. So it looks like we're creating a pullback right now. Gotta go. Have a nice... Oh, no, you too, AC. Thank you for being on the live stream. Thank you. Have a good day. Okay, so right now it looks like we're going down again. So we did have a high. We did have a lower high, a high, a lower high. Okay, let's see how it looks. So I still want to see if the market comes back down to the Fibonacci level. Tack så mycket, Natalie. Are you translating or are you Swedish? It doesn't look like you're from Sweden with that last name. Sebastian. Oh, that's really, really nice. Really cold here. But we did have a sunny day in Sweden too. I was actually at my balcony sitting there drinking coffee. It was very nice. You should be happy having that kind of weather. Okay, looking at HBR USDT. Don't like really how the market looks like how it looks now. It also seems like we did have a we did break this zone right here, the support. So it just might be that we're coming back up and retesting it, and then you see the continuation to the downside, looking like we are very bearish right now. So I don't see any buy opportunities. Can you confirm that, Wesley? Are you looking are you having longs right now? Because if you're long, we're definitely in a sell market. Oh, you're in Mexico? Oh, you're Mexican. I love it there. I was living in Sweden sometime. Oh, really? You did? That was nice. Oh, yeah. It's beautiful in Sweden. I'm not complaining. I love Sweden. When I'm going away from Sweden, it's like taking me 5 minutes and I'm like, I want to go back home. So this is what I see right now on HBR USD. We do have movements to the downside, so please don't look at long. So look at this previous resistance support turning into a new resistance. ACP, wasn't I looking at that? Is it USDT you want me to look at? I'm guessing it's ICP, USDT. Okay, I don't remember if we did go through this today. Maybe we did. But we are right now at the Fibonacci level that I took from the 4-hour chart, from the lowest point to the highest point. Yeah, you should definitely come here. It's very beautiful. as long as it's not raining. It usually does that. So I do have in mind that we have this huge bearish candlestick on the 4-hour chart. It looks like we're gonna break the Fibonacci level right here. It doesn't, maybe not gonna hold right now. If we're looking at the overall picture, we are definitely in a downtrend. So I'm just gonna take everything away on this period just so we can see more clear on what's actually going on. Okay, so we do have the support right here. And we also have a support right here. So we're taking it to the daily chart, and we can see that we do respect this support at 38. Market came back down one more time. And that was on the daily. So we did on the 4-hour chart right now, we are having a higher high, higher low, higher high. We just might create our higher low right now. And that was why I did have the Fibonacci level from the lowest point to the highest point on the 4-hour chart. And right now we are inside of that area, but we're taking away the Fibonacci level because we don't want to fool ourselves that just because we're having a Fibonacci that looks good, we have to look at the candlesticks right now. You're having huge momentum right now to the downside. So what we just might do, we'd have to have in mind that we're having this previous high, and we're having a previous low right here. And we have to have in mind about this low too. So the market can come back down to the support. And then you see the continuation to the upside. Or if it's breaking this support right here, you just might come back down to this 38 or 39 one more time. But this could, we just might create a new higher low right now. So it doesn't have to come back down so much. But I would definitely use this support right here on the 4-hour chart around 42.40. And we are on the lower time frames on the 1-hour chart, we are in a downtrend. So it looks like we're going down a little bit more. If we're taking this one down, we can see that we did have this high, lower high, lower low, lower high, broke the lower low, creates a new lower high, a lower low, I'm sorry, comes back up, retested. Now we just might see the continuation. So it's all, just look at shorts right now. Even if you don't want to look at shorts, at least wait for the market to come back down to these Fibonacci levels. Can you please explain to me why Fibonacci levels work? What's the logic with it? Cause effect is. Oh, that's so deep. I mean, I don't even know how to explain that. You can look, it's gonna take forever. I mean, I'm not good at explaining that in English either. But yeah, you can look at the Fibonacci video that Wesley just put up, how I use Fibonacci, but how I don't go in how so deep into why Fibonacci is working. So yeah, just look at that. It's like a whole science with Fibonacci. And I don't think anyone actually knows why it does work. So yeah, wait for the market right now. Okay, Pamela, she wanted me to look at ENG. Of course, Pamela. Is it USDT? I guess so. If not, tell me if it's USD. That accent though. I'm Swedish, that's why I have the accent. Okay, we're taking a Fibonacci from the lowest point to the highest point on ENG. Just have to look. We did come back down to the Fibonacci levels right here, and we did respect it on the daily chart. So this is a very valid zone for us to use daily. We did create a high. We did create a high, a higher low, a high, but we never had the power actually to break the previous high that we did have, so we are continuing down. So what we are waiting for right now is the market gonna respect the Fibonacci level that I'm taking from the 4-hour chart, and you can see that we are just around that. I'm from Australia. Oh, okay. Australia. We can see that we are right now at the Fibonacci levels now, Pamela. If we are seeing the market coming and respect it, as always, it gives you 2 legs. You can see the 2 legs on the 15-minute chart too, but as long as you're not having huge candlestick that tells you, hey, we're gonna break it. Exactly. It's the golden number, the beauty of blah 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 blah, natural. Yeah, everything is Fibonacci. You see it everywhere. It's like you cannot actually explain it to words. It's like universal things. Exactly. Land Fibonacci are divine numbers that can be found in nature and DNA. They are like, yeah, you're right, guys. But how to explain that on a live, no one's gonna understand what I'm talking about. Because you're gonna be like, yeah, but how does it work in trading? Well, guys, it's a science. I'm here to tell you how it works on the charts. But it's very interesting. It's very interesting. I love these things. And that's why I also believe that you have to trust it. Okay, so we just might see it as it looks like we're going back down. So either you're having your Fibonacci, you're having your target around 1.6, or the previous low that we have right here at 1.5. If you're seeing the market actually hold it, because it looks like we're having a little bit of a momentum right now as bearish, so the market can come back down to the support, come back up, and then you see the retest of the Fibonacci. So but just because the market is breaking Fibonacci doesn't mean that this Fibonacci is invalid. The market just come back down, retest the support, come back up, and then the Fibonacci becomes valid. So you have your second leg after you see the first leg created, maybe breaking the zone. So that's what I see. So guys, I have to end this live stream right now, but I just want to see on Bitcoin what can happen. I want to see, because it looks like we're going down. It's very slowly right now. We're having this box right now that I was talking about, but the first target for us to come back down to is 59,407. So yeah, I hope you understood what I was talking about, guys. I'm very happy there was a lot of people on this live stream. If you're not a part of Bitcoin Census, we do have a link below where you can be a part of our community. We're talking about cryptocurrencies all the time. Me and Andy, we are always putting up, and all the other members in our team, we are putting up different whatever happens inside of the cryptocurrency. If there are news, what we think about when we're going live, if we're having, we always have daily videos that we're putting up, so you can definitely talk with a lot of other people that are interested in cryptocurrency. So Wesley can put the link in below, please, Wesley. You'll have the link below in the comment section. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for being on this live. I hope you'll have a good day. Please like this video if you like this video, obviously, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Have a good week. Trade with risk management, guys. Wesley just put up the community that we do have on the Telegram group. So you have a good day, and we see each other. Yeah, exactly. Have a good night, you too. Bye bye.